If you follow our channel, then you will know that we highly regard the SCM TF130 shaper. Link in the description for that previous video. But what do you get by adding an E to the TF130 designation? The TF130E sits one position above the TF130 in SCM's lineup. I'm going to move this overhead guard and hold down out of the way. Many of you are just going to take it off the machine. Quarter turn of this knob is going to open up your cover. Interchangeable spindle. In North America, well, at least in the US, you're going to get an 1.25 inch spindle with 7 inches of usable height. You're also going to get aluminum fence plates with phenolic inserts on the end as well. Additionally, this does come with your safety insert in case you want to fully enclose that spindle for your operator. It's easily adjustable via some Allen keys. Nice cost-effective way to reduce the chance of your operator touching any moving parts. Now, some people are going to look at me and tell me that this should be motorized, and I'm going to disagree with you. You basically have adjustable throat plates on this machine, and it is fully mechanical, and I appreciate this simplicity, especially at this price point. The goal is to make a machine that's going to last you 20, 30 years, and this will last the life of the machine with virtually no maintenance. In the rear here, you're going to see you do have a larger opening. You do have 3 plates to choose from if you wish to shrink that opening. You also have another insert if you were to damage it, but these plates can fit in the back if you take the fence off and reduce your opening in the rear as well. I believe they're 70, 170, and 210 millimeter. One of the biggest differences is down below. Gotta love, love, love how much access you have to this machine. The older machines from the 90s and early 2000s, the control panel came across here, and you literally had to, it was very hard to work on that underbelly of an older machine. As you could tell, everything is right in front of you. This is your spindle lock. You do have variable speeds. Obviously, you can just flip your belt. You have plenty of room, and you can achieve speeds of 3,000, 4,500, 6,000, 7,000, and 10,000 RPM. You do have an 8 kilowatt, 11 horsepower main motor, so you have plenty of power. That E has taken your hand wheel off and given you a DC motor coupled to an encoder. You do have 2 limit switches. Right now, it is zeroed out at 0. And what they have done from the factory is 0 is 1 spacer. So right above the spacer, they're considering 0 at the top of the table. You can adjust that. If you see it says plus, right now we are going below. So now it is showing minus. So it is dropping that 0 points below the table. And what's really nice about this too is you can raise that spindle pretty high up. So there's plenty of elevation built into this machine. Well, now let's say you want to zero this at a different point. So let's say you're deciding that right about here should be your 0 point. What you're going to do is hit your 0 button, hold it for about 5 seconds. You're going to get a bunch of hash marks. That is going to enable you to plus or minus over that 42, 42.1, 42.2, or we can make that. Obviously, we can bring that all the way down to 0 if we want. I'm going to leave it 42 because we like where the 0 point is currently set at. Then what you do is you simply wait about another 5 seconds and it will lock in that variable. It is now locked in that variable, and now you can use the spindle as needed. Obviously this is in millimeters and it is accurate to 1/10 of a millimeter. Flipping this switch to the right is going to free up your spindle. That's going to allow you to rotate the spindle for setup. I'm going to close this cover real fast. This is going to re-engage that spindle. Obviously you have stop, start, and your e-stop. Forward and reverse. You do have a braking motor. Again, this is not a brake down here. That is, so pushing this in and rotating your spindle is for your spindle lock. To get to reverse, you're simply going to hold, this is momentary, hold this to the right and hit your start button. And that reverses rotation of the spindle. So now you know one of the largest difference on the E version is your adjustable throw plates and that electronic elevation that is accurate to 1/10 of a millimeter. You're of course going to get the same fence as on the TF 130. We love this fence. And here's why. A lot of fences don't return to the same place. By twisting your two knobs here, they're spring loaded, so they'll pop up when it releases the fence. See, it just popped up, popped up. This will allow you to grab both these handles and literally remove the whole fence. To realign it up, you have arrows here and arrows here. Simply go back down. And this is extremely critical. Most people do not realize how important this is. High quality shapers offer repeatability, and this is basically going to index from the same point every time. So this returns your fence to the same place. Not necessarily your fence plates, because those are adjustable, but the base superstructure of the fence itself is going to return to the same place. Just like that spindle, you're able to return it to the same place for faster setup times. Additionally, by loosening your handle here, that is going to free up the sides of your fences. And even more critical, if I come back around front, you can actually see those numeric readouts here. So, and again, this is one of the most important features is the fence and the spindle in combination. Some people are going to say this is simplistic, and I'm going to tell you this. Most NC controlled Asian machines these days, if it's a shaper, is going to be high 30s into the 40s. And most of your European machines that are fully NC controlled are 50 to over 100K. This machine sits in under 20K as of this video. So this is a really extreme value to get an Italian built machine with this many features and this much accuracy brand new at this price tag. It is also going to come with, a pushing block. This is your spindle wrench, your lifting kit, obviously your wrenches and your door key, manual, a spare belt, and this is your lower trim piece. When you remove it from the skid and unbolt it, it's going to fill in the gap in the front. If you have any questions or comments, you could reach us at info@360degreemachinery.com or give us a call at 630-229-6705. Again, thank you for tuning in to 360 Degree, helping you buy with confidence. you.